Hey guys, what's up? Happy Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday, the NFL day, the one time of the year when a lot of people don't watch sports, do watch sports. Super Bowl. Who you guys rooting for? Comment down below. Giants, Patriots, me, Tom Brady. It's all about Tom Brady, guys. It's all about Tom Brady, so that's why I'm going for the Patriots. But hey, that's a whole nother topic we can do a whole nother video on. Anyway, before we start this one up, I wanted to just do a mini Blu-ray update. That I actually wasn't expecting to get these items because I didn't order them. I actually got these from the Disney Blu-ray Movie Club, and since I've been a member for an entire year now, occasionally they will send out like member appreciation things, and I got this, and it was 2 Blu-rays, and they are Dumbo, the 70th anniversary, and the new Winnie the Pooh movie that came out in theaters in July. I actually saw Winnie the Pooh in theater, and it was really good. Throwback, nostalgic memories. Still have yet to see Dumbo. I haven't seen this since I was like 3 years old. So getting to see both of these on Blu-ray is going to be awesome. So thank you very much, Disney Blu-ray Movie Club, and I will continue to support you and your products. Anyway, let's get on to the actual topic of the video. Today is going to be the top... I haven't really found a number that I'm going to use because 15, 10, 20, I don't know, imagine it's like 19. So it's the top 19 games I'm looking forward to. Wouldn't that sound weird? Anyway, today's going to be the top games in 2012 that I'm looking forward to the most. Now, keep in mind that this is going to be a long list, so it'll probably be a long video. And these aren't games that I'm going to necessarily purchase day one. These are just the ones that really interest me, and I will pick up, you know, a good majority of them, you know, as time goes on. Definitely not on day one because, you know, averaging each price of these games is like 60 bucks, so hell, that's a lot of money. But at the end, I'll give you like my top 5 things that I'm going to get day one. And yes, it is already a month into 2012, so, you know, I might have missed some other games. But thankfully, in January, no games that I were looking forward to have come out. I mean, Final Fantasy 13-2 and Soul Calibur, I'm not really into those. But, you know, thankfully, I'm starting off February because there are a couple of games in this month, particularly, that I'm looking forward to. It's not by month, it's just by games. So the first one is Naruto Shippuden Ultimate Ninja Storm Generations. As you guys know who've been following my channel, you know I'm really into the Naruto games, especially the ones made by CyberConnect 2. And Generations is looking up to be one of the finest out of the series. CyberConnect 2 is really getting in touch with its fan base. They're, you know, taking suggestions for their online mode, for character improvements they're balancing out, so only time will tell post-release if they can actually, you know, keep the job up and, you know, patch certain characters, you know, balance it through, you know, updates. I would really appreciate them to do that, but you guys have already seen what I thought on Generations. I think the vlog number 91 was all about Generations demo mostly, so if you want to hear my full thoughts on that, so go check that one out. The second one is one game that I just played the demo, and that is Twisted Metal. I'm an old school Twisted Metal fan from back in the day, you know, staying up with your friends over at your place till 3 a.m. You know, back then 3 a.m. was just, oh my god, that's so late. Hell, even like one time me and my sister, back when Inuyasha was airing on Adult Swim, she would like to record some of the commercials because, I'll give them that, Adult Swim did some pretty badass commercials for a lot of their anime programming. And she wanted to record the infamous Moroku one where it just showed him, you know, rubbing the lady parts of all the female characters. And that was like on at 11 o'clock. So to us, it was like, whoa, we're up so late. Our parents are going to catch us, you know. But back to Twisted Metal, I'm even surprised that this game is coming out because when you look at all of the games that are out now, they're mostly new IPs that have started this generation, continually releasing sequels. You know, they're rehashes, you know, there's cop-out games, all that stuff. So this more or less is a new IP in my opinion because it's been a really long time since we've seen Twisted Metal. And the fact that it's being made by David Jaffe, I am very confident because David Jaffe is a really cool, charismatic guy. I really like him. And his entire team, they do concept updates on it, you know, and it's just looking up to be a great game. It's just shaping up so good. So I will be picking up Twisted Metal. I'm not sure day one because, like I said, I know the demo was really fun, but I'm going to wait for after release when they patch it because it's going to be a big online multiplayer game. There makes no sense to get it now and all you're doing is just beta testing it, you know. It's better to wait for the official playable version. If that makes any sense, whatever. So Twisted Metal, good game. Followed by that is Tales of Grace's F. I said it before, I fucking live for Tales. Tales is, I'm probably going to go on record and say it is my favorite RPG genre, RPG series, RPG genre, well, yeah, I can apply to that, of all freaking time. I mean, the games that do come out over here, I freaking love them, with the exception of Symphonia 2. But hey, that was still a decent game. It's just an amazing series, and it really needs more love and needs more attention, so that way Namco Bandai will continually release games and they'll support it more, because there are a lot of games that I wanted to play from Tales that we didn't, like the PS3 port of Vesperia. You know, Tales of Graces, I saw when it came out on the Wii, it looked awesome. We didn't get the Wii version, but we're getting the PS3 version with all the content, so that's a great compromise. And I know they have like a Tales of something game coming out on the Vita, and I think on the 3DS. Yeah, they have Tales of the Abyss 3D on the 3DS, so that's good. And man, I don't know what to say about Tales. You know, just play it and you'll love it. I mean, play the ones that were on the GameCube. In my opinion, the best Tales game that I've ever played was Tales of Symphonia 1 on the GameCube. It was just crazy. And then followed by that would be Vesperia. And then, I don't know how Tales of Graces F is going to stack, but from what I've heard, you know, from my friends Bobby, you know, from everybody else who has imported the game from Japan, it's just another awesome Tales game. So, very, very much looking forward to that over Final Fantasy 13 too, because Final Fantasy 13 2, let's be honest, that or Tales of Graces F, come on, Tales of freaking Graces F. Square has lost touch of what makes a Final Fantasy game good. They're making good ports and remakes. They're not making good games. What is this? Anyway, another game that really, I'm surprised, is getting a sequel, The Darkness 2. The Darkness 2, because The Darkness, when it came out, it was a really, really underrated title. I mean, it wasn't the strongest technical game, you know, as well as performance is concerned. It was a really rough around the edges title, but what I got was a great campaign, you know, very, very dark humor. You got the little, you know, evil buddies. It's been a long time since I played Darkness, so I don't know exactly what they're called. I think they just might be called Darkness. I don't know. You know, and it was awesome, so I was eagerly anticipating a sequel, and after playing the demo, I can say that it is really fun. It is a first-person shooter at its core, and you can play it as that, but there are a lot of new mechanics in there. You're using your buddies to do something, like you can use them to attack, you can use them to pick up items and then throw it at others. You know, it's just a lot of crazy, crazy additions. And the art style is done like a comic book, so, you know, if you ever played Borderlands, similar art style. And hopefully this gets some support from the fan base. I really would be scared if it bombs, but seeing as how, you know, when it comes to new ideas and creativity, this generation in particular, you know, they aren't really getting that much love. That's why the indie market is so goddamn important, because if it wasn't for the indie market, hell, like, I don't even know what'd be going on, because a lot of the best games of this generation, in my opinion, come from the indie market, like Xbox Live, PlayStation Network, and of course Steam. So if you want to play some great, unique, original titles that you're not going to see on the consoles, then definitely hit up, like, you know, wherever indie games are sold. So that's The Darkness 2. It's not an indie game, but I'm just saying it sort of branched off into whatever. Followed by that is a game from Capcom, Dragon's Dogma. You know, for the past, I don't know, generation or so, Japanese development has really been out of touch. You know, there really hasn't been that, oh my god, wow, super special, awesome Japanese game from like the big three third parties. And that, I mean, Square Enix, Capcom, and Konami. I mean, sure, you got Konami with Metal Gear, but, you know, they've utterly shitted on the Silent Hill franchise. And Capcom, we already know what's going on with Capcom, and Square Enix is doing nothing but spin-off porting and remaking. So, you know, the development of Japanese games has really been out of touch. That's why Western games like Skyrim, the Elder Scrolls series in general, Mass Effect, Dragon Age Origins, not Dragon Age 2, and The Witcher, those type of games have taken over the RPG genre. It's really rare that you would see a blockbuster AAA RPG. And, you know, it sucks that Final Fantasy 13 was like the most overhyped RPG this gen from Japan, because you guys know how that fared. So, I don't know what they want to do. They have a really old business model that they think works now, but it doesn't. And it's not about making Western games for the West. It's just about making great games, period. That's the one thing Japanese developers have to understand. Don't make a game that you think, oh, we want to sell a shooting game to the West. No. Just make a great game that everybody will love. For the most part, you can't please everybody, but go back to making great games. Don't just try to cater to, oh, I want to cater to North America. I want to cater to Mexico. What, you're going to cater to Kentucky next? You're going to cater to my hometown? You're going to cater to Texas? You're going to cater to, like, this small country? You get what I'm saying? It's just ridiculous. I would love them to go back and make another Chrono game. You know, make another Tactics game. Well, they've ruined the Tactics series. You know, but Japanese development. But Dragon's Dogma does look pretty promising. It's an open world RPG. I haven't seen much gameplay on it. I've seen like a 10-minute video, and it looks pretty awesome. You know, time will tell once the game comes out. And I believe the game is being bundled with the Resident Evil 6 demo, so that's going to be some incentive for people to purchase it. Because, you know, let's be honest, it's a new IP. People are really sketchy on purchasing new IPs unless it's backed by a really well-known developer. And it's Capcom, so like I said, it's poison. But I have hope in this one. I really do have hope. So here's hoping it's a success. I really hope it's not buggy on release, but it could be the start to a great franchise, similar to Kingdom of Amalur, similar to that. So good luck, guys. And followed by that is another game from Capcom. Weird. Asura's Wrath. Hey, just go play the demo. That's all you got to do to get an opinion on Asura's Wrath. And I think from there you're going to either buy the game or not buy the game. I loved when I played the demo of Asura's Wrath. It is so goddamn over the top. But that's CyberConnect 2. It's a really QuickTime heavy game, but it's epic. You know, people say, oh, I'm so sick and tired of QuickTime games because they're here and there. I mean, it's like, you know how Heavy Rain was majority QuickTime events, but that was a really good game, like Shenmue was? That's what Asura's Wrath is, you know? It's like that game that has QuickTime events, but they're done really well. But I am kind of skeptical to see what the fighting will be like, because it seems kind of clunky, kind of sloppy from the demo. So I'm not going to be getting it day one, even though it's from CyberConnect 2. Even if it's from them, it's, you know, their first new IP in a while. I don't know. I'm definitely going to wait on this one. Maybe check out some of the reviews from my reliable people on YouTube to see what they think. And followed by that is Kid Icarus Uprising. Oh my freaking god. Kid Icarus was the main reason why I wanted to get a 3DS. I mean, you had the Kingdom Hearts, you had the other games coming out, but that trailer for Kid Icarus, the fact that we are seeing Kid Icarus game in over, like, what, 20 years? It was just incredible. Incredible! Because Nintendo, this generation in particular, they've really put aside their mascots from back in the days and they just focused on Mario. You know, I love Mario, but I want to see the love spread around. I want to see more Donkey Kong games, and I love that we saw Country Returns, you know? That game, Retro Studios, my god, they're amazing, amazing team. Like, we need to see more Nintendo mascots, and I'm glad that Kid Icarus is getting a game. It's been a long time, and from what I've seen the 3DS game, the graphics look incredible, the gameplay, it has multiplayer, it has co-op features. So, wow, I mean, I'm definitely going to be picking this game up. I don't know if I will or my brother is because he has a 3DS, so he might get it. So I guess that's good for me. One less game to pick up. But the 3DS this year is really looking up in terms of games. I mean, followed by that you have Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance, which... Yeah, I'll be there in like 5 minutes. I'm recording a video, Dad. Alright. Yeah, me and my dad are just going out to get some snacks. You have Kingdom Hearts 3D Dream Drop Distance. You guys already know what I think about that. I mean, it's fucking Kingdom Hearts. This is probably going to be the last game till 3. Good God, I hope so. But Kingdom Hearts 3D. Then you got Luigi's Mansion 2. Another, what I like to call Luigi's Mansion a sleeper hit because nobody really knew about it, what they were going to get out of it, because it's a Luigi game. Is it going to play like Mario, or it's going to be something else? And it was a Ghostbusters type game. And I really love Luigi's Mansion. I really did. A lot of people hate on it saying, oh, it sucks, but it was a good game in all regards, you know. So, it's getting a sequel on the 3DS. I really hope that's the start of something new. And, I mean, just the 3DS is picking up in terms of games, quality after quality after quality release. The 2012 is the year for the 3DS and the Vita too. I think Nintendo, when they launched the 3DS, it was a horrible time. They had no games, no software support, no features whatsoever. We had to wait till June to get freaking Zelda, September to get Star Fox. It's like, what the hell were you doing, Nintendo? The reason why they did it was to bank on the early adopters. It's a business, and I was really sad to see Nintendo succumb to that. I mean, it's Nintendo, quality after quality release, but whatever. Followed by that is Borderlands 2. Borderlands is one of the few games this gen that I have actually purchased twice. I originally bought it on PS3 back in 2010 because it was in the clearance. And then on Steam, they were having it for like the Game of the Year edition for $5. I'm like, hey, I need to play the DLC, so I bought that. Actually, I think I bought a 4-pack for me and my group. Yeah, me and my group on Steam. So we've played Borderlands. We still got to get back to it. So James, Chris, Bunch of Numbers, and Venom. Guys, once I get my PC back from repair, we're going to be on that shiz. And Borderlands 2, from what I've heard from Gearbox, they are focusing more on the story. It's going to be more centralized. It's not just going to be, oh yeah, go do these missions. Because Borderlands, once you level up all your characters, the game got really boring. There was nothing else to do. I mean, the DLC was fun, like the Zombie Island of Dr. Ned. Oh my god, the intro cinematic to that is hilarious. You're adopted! Great comedy there. And it's Gearbox, so I have hope in them, but then again, they did work on Duke Nukem Forever, so I have hope in them. We're not going to remember Duke Nukem. Anyway, followed by that is Starhawk. Starhawk is the spiritual successor to Warhawk, a game that came out, I think, back in 07 on the PS3, and it was one of the really big multiplayer games that you would recommend someone get a PS Triple for. I mean, you have the Halo and the Gears for Xbox, but I think for PS3, it's really Uncharted and Starhawk for the multiplayer games. I mean, Killzone, whatever. And Resistance 2, yeah, but, there's no real central multiplayer shooter for the PS3. And that's what I think Starhawk is trying to achieve. I have the beta code, and I didn't use it yet. I don't know why, it's just lost track of time. But it looks really cool from all of the gameplay I've seen. Commentators have been doing videos saying it's really improved, refined. So I'm definitely going to give it a chance. I know my boy Trent is picking it up, so I'll probably go over to his place, play a couple rounds and see how it is. But I like the devs. I forgot their... I like them, but I don't even know their name. What is this? Anyway, after Starhawk, we have Bioshock Infinite, which is my number one most anticipated game of the entire year. Why? It's freaking Bioshock. The first Bioshock is one of the best games ever to be released this generation. Bioshock 2 was done by 2K Marin, so that's why it wasn't as good. But this is the original Bioshock team. Ken fucking Levine. So it's going to be amazing by default. It's really using a new setting. It's not going back to Rapture. It has a lot of things with the skyline and all that stuff. The lore and the story behind it is going to be very intriguing. Troy Baker is in the game. He's voicing the main character. So day one, I will definitely be picking up Bioshock Infinite. I don't know what console I'm getting it on, PS3, 360, or the PC. But seeing as how I've played Bioshock on the PC and it is an utter mess, utter disgrace to PC. Yeah, that's the thing I don't like about PC games is, what is so hard about porting it to the PC? What? Oh, it doesn't take much to please us. Just put good graphic options, don't do anything bad with the keys. I mean, it just doesn't take much. Why are we getting these sloppy-ass, ridiculous ports? Oh, yeah, we're just going to put it on PC because we can. No, the PC is the future. You have the potential to put great fucking games on there. And only a few developers know this. Everybody else is just port. You see, out of anybody, I think the PS3 gamers will agree with us because the PS3 is a powerful system. It can do a lot more than what it is given. However, developers aren't treating it as such, So the PS3 and the PC are in the same category, It can do a lot more, but it's just developers aren't taking the control. I guess that's where the whole least common denominator thing with the Xbox 360 comes in. But whatever, I probably will end up getting it on the PS3 because I heard it's the lead platform in development, so hey, whatevs, still getting it. I don't know how much time left I have in this video, so I'll just speed it up. Grand Theft Auto 5. I'm not even sure it's coming out this year. I don't think it is, seeing as how... No, I don't really think it should. I think probably they're going to hit for a 2013 release, because they already have Max Payne coming out this spring. So I don't think GTA 5 will be released. They probably will gun to release at a time where nobody else is releasing games, because it has the potential to be one of the biggest blockbuster entertainment releases of all time next to Call of Duty, because it's Grand Theft Auto. The story looks a lot more refined. Hopefully they bring back some of the arcadey action from the original Grand Theft Auto games. I think that's where Saints Row filled in, but Grand Theft Auto 4 was just such a letdown compared to previous games, but you know, whatever. Mass Effect 3, need I say more? It's fucking Mass Effect. I can't wait to see how they're going to close out the trilogy. Multiplayer features, really, I don't think it needed multiplayer whatsoever. I think it's just a cop-out excuse, but we'll see how that plays out. I'm wondering to see how the story ends because it was leaked a while ago, so they had to change it up because they had to make it different. I'm really hoping for the introduction of more RPG elements, you know. Just a lot of things. I mean, a lot of things are riding on Mass Effect 3 for me. I mean, so many things that they could potentially fuck up on, and this could be my least favorite game in the trilogy. But it's BioWare, so rarely do they fuck up. Oh, wait a minute. They fucked up on Dragon Age 2. Uh-oh. Anyway, Sly Cooper 4, Sly Cooper Thieves in Time. Oh my freaking god. I've prayed day in and day out for the release of a Sly Cooper game on the PS Triple, and the fact that we got the collection was really awesome. It was like, oh my god, is there an interest in Sly Cooper? And then Sanzaro Games came out and said, yeah, we're working on Sly Cooper. Fuck yeah! It's not being made by Sucker Punch, but I have hope in them. I really do. So only time will tell, I guess, when the game comes out. I'm getting it day one, obviously, because it's Sly freaking Cooper. And Xenoblade Chronicles, I have to support this game because, you know, Operation Rainfall, we want to show Nintendo of America who's boss, we got to support this game, and then hopefully they'll localize Last Story, Pandora's Tower. You know, I'm just saying, everybody, if you love Wii, if you like games on it, then get Xenoblade Chronicles. Everybody's saying it's one of the best RPGs, not just RPGs, but games this generation. You know, it's not saying much when it comes to JRPGs because there really hasn't been a lot on consoles. I mean, the handhelds are booming with JRPGs, but on consoles, not so much. Outside of, you know, Valkyria Chronicles and, you know, Tales. And I believe that that is all of the games that I'm looking forward to this entire year. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh, I forgot. I forgot. How could I forget this? Darksiders 2. I was a big fan of the original Darksiders. I bought it for $5 on Steam. Very underrated game. I don't think it got that much attention and love. But the sequel is shaping up to be even better than the original. It's being released onto the Wii U, so I really want to see how that's going to play out. And, yeah, I guess only time will tell for a lot of these games. So those were my top something many games. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games that I'm looking forward to this year. There are new games coming out the woodwork whatsoever, and there were a lot of games that I didn't mention, but it's not because I don't like them, it's just because they aren't on my interest list. Alright, anyway, so post your video responses, your comments on what games you're looking for this year. I gotta go pick up some more snacks for the Super Bowl with my dad. I'm NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out.